Good evening, welcome back to Linnets TV. Me, Sam Phillips. Now I'm joined by Runcorn Linnets manager Dave Wild. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no worries.
0-0 against a good Hanley Town team with some Premier League experience, as we just mentioned. But you must be pleased with the performance overall.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm trying to continue on the work that Callum and his group did in terms of sort of being structurally strong defensively. And we want to introduce more clean sheets and dominate games higher up the pitch by knowing that we've got a platform behind us to sort of allow us to do that, if that makes sense. And we've kept a clean sheet, first clean sheet of the season, so that's a big positive for me. I thought performance was okay in the first half. I think we huffed and we puffed. I also think that we allowed them too much time in the first half to sort of dictate the game and allow them to do what they're good at, which is rotate midfielders, keep hold of possession. Like you said, they've got people like Ryan Shotton in the side. Like you said, he's used to dealing with people like Suarez, so I don't think he's going to struggle here, is he? So I think we weathered. I'm not saying we weathered a storm in terms of being sort of bombarded with shots and stuff, but we weathered a possession-based storm and kept our shape really well in the first half, and then we sort of, well, as you said, performance increased and improved in the second half. We changed the shape a little bit, and I think we sort of probably just edged it in the second half. They've had a clear-cut chance at the end off the corner that on another day goes in, but I'm pleased with the performance. Obviously I'm frustrated with the result because you want to win every game at home, or you want to win every game full stop, but we've kept a clean sheet, we've backed up a lot of energy exertion on Saturday in the FA Cup with more tonight, so listen, I'm not going to complain after 3 games to taking a point at home against a team that for me will probably be there or thereabouts come the end of the season.
Yeah, now you mentioned clean sheets and the defensive structure. The back four was tremendous today. A player that we haven't really seen a lot made his competitive debut tonight. Yeah. Tom Moore come in and slotted alongside Sean in the absence of Heathcote, and I thought he was really good tonight.
He was outstanding. I mean, I hadn't seen much of him either. We had a laugh about that before the game. It's he's been quite unfortunate, Tom, over the last year or two. He's obviously picked up. He got a move to Corness and picked up an injury, and that stumped him. He's coming with us, and what started with a bit of a hamstring niggle has ended up with a quad issue, which has ended up as a calf issue, and it's just been a bit of a knock-on effect for him over the summer. We knew we didn't have Sam tonight, and we asked Tom to dig in for us and give us everything he's got in terms of, he's not played at 100%, and fair play to him. I've just given him the biggest pat on the back there, and for what he's done there, I think he played 12 minutes at Stockport Town, and he's had 1 training session, and he's come in and put that performance in. I thought he was rock solid. He won all his aerial battles against good quality up front. His distribution in terms of diagonals and short play were outstanding. So yeah, I'm really pleased with him, and it's giving me a bit of an headache now because it looked like it was just going to be Sam and Sean all the way through. So yeah, big pat on the back to him and fair play to him. Now
you mentioned the clean sheet. We just had a quick chat there. We talked about him the other week about having that quality in between the sticks, but Danny Taberner tonight, unbelievable.
Listen, he's when it was sort of earmarked that he was available, I had to go all out to go and get him. He's a really, really good goalkeeper. He should be playing higher for me. He knows what I think of him. And I think he's starting to show. I mean, obviously he's been here before, but he's shown his stripes now, isn't he, at the club for this time round. He kept us in the game at Trafford. He kept us in the game at Mosley. And when the game was tight at Widnes, he does things like comes and claims balls. Did it again tonight. 2 really good punches off set pieces, and they've had 2 one-on-ones there from sort of mishaps of our own, and he's dug us out the proverbial. So I can't praise him enough. I don't want to blow too much smoke up his backside because he's a great lad. He's brilliant in the dressing room. He's become one of our leaders. He's only been at the club for 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks. Become one of our main leaders. The lads love him, and listen, he's doing his job at the end of the day, and that's his first clean sheet. So I'm actually really happy for him as well, because we're coming off games and he's scratching his head out. We're conceding goals. I think he was conceded a penner at Mosley. I think he deserved a clean sheet there. He certainly deserved a clean sheet against Widnes. So I'm pleased for him and the back four to get that tonight.
And just one more thing before we let you go. Nathan Corness, first game, well, literally signed in the last couple of days.
I think he signed this morning in the end. Paul's been away.
He came on today for the last 25 minutes and he looked really, really sharp. Is that something that we see from him? But obviously, some people might not know anything about him. Can you just tell us a little bit about
him? Nathan's come in training with us over the last 3 weeks or so. Obviously back end of pre-season's not really helped him in terms of hitting the ground running, because he's missed all the pre-season friendlies. He was at Lower Brett last season. Prior to that he was at Tranmere, and I think you saw in the 30-35 minute appearance he's had there, he's lightning quick. He's ridiculously good in the air for someone of his build and size, and very similar to Dapo. He gets people off the seat, got people standing up, makes you want to drive forward, and I think that's something that we've been lacking. So really good start from him, and over to him now really. If he wants to sort of make the shirt his own to start, he's got to go and do that again and again and again. So really good start from him. I thought Dapo did very well when he come on as well. On another night could have had I don't think it was a foul against him in the box where he's come through. I don't know why that's been given, but it is what it is. And on another day, if he's a yard further over, he's bent one top corner. So he's doing himself really, really proud at the minute. He's obviously had a lot going on off the pitch. We're getting there. Look, at the end of the day, with what are we? It's only the second week of the season, or third week of the season. It's our third game in a cup game. No one's winning anything yet, no one's losing anything yet, and we're just all about ticking away, performances improving and getting points on the board, and that's what we've done.
Perfect. Well, enjoy the week's preparation ahead of Prescott preparation.
Okay, yeah.
Ahead of Prescott, and we'll speak to you again on Saturday.
No worries.
Cheers.